How are you guys doing this morning? Came out here for my normal routine and to prune up one of my plants. I have to let my girls out. Uh-oh, sorry for bouncing y'all around. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my shoes on. It's cloudy out here, too. This weather has been weird, so I don't know if it's going to be just overcast or if we're going to get rain. Let me get my shoes on. Jamia! I wanted to come on here for a few minutes before I start work. And plus, I got to prune up my little spicy Greek basil. Getting ready to open my chicken's door, I guess. I don't know if I should do it now or not, because I know if I do it now, they're going to bring their butts out here and start making a bunch of noise at 6 something in the morning. So maybe I'll just prune up my little basil first. How are you doing this morning? I ain't going to be on here long because I got to get ready for work, but I wanted to prune this little baby up right here because it is doing a whole lot. All these flowers, I need to get all those flowers off. So, let's see. There we go. Damari, hey there. How are you? Came out here to let my chicks out and prune up this basil, cut these flowers off. What I noticed last night is because my African blue basil, I never see any seeds. But in some of these pods on the spicy Greek basil, I saw little tiny seeds. So I said, that's pretty cool. So I'm definitely not throwing these flowers away or anything. I usually make tea out of them, but I'm keeping those flowers because I really like this variety of basil. This is the spicy Greek basil, y'all. I am good, Damari. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. So yeah, just out here pruning up this baby here. I was hoping that my asparagus would kickstart again. I already hear them moving around. They hear me outside, so they moving around. Yep, I don't know if you guys can see because it's still kind of dark, but down in the little flower pods, you can see little tiny seeds. So I'm just going to put these in a paper bag. Let them continue to dry out. The ones that have not dried out, yep, I hear them. I hear them already. I guess I better open their door. They're going to start making noise either way. But I definitely want to get this pruned up so she can keep on going. It's extremely fragrant. And the good thing about this one, it has not had any problems. I have not seen any pests on it. Behind this is my asparagus plants. They aren't doing anything right now. But hopefully I'm going to dry out my lemon basil. Ooh, lemon basil sounds so amazing. I know I have the lemon mint and it smells so darn good. Lemon mint and basil mint. See, she getting her little afro cut. It was getting wild over here. I saw so many seeds. I said, this joker will probably be reseeding itself. Have basil plants coming in all over the place. But basically, the only thing that's in here are the asparagus plants and and the spicy Greek basil. I know a lot of people think when they see their asparagus plants looking like this, like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. Leave them babies in there, because guess what? They're going to pop right on back up next season. So I'm going to leave them in there. If anything, I may drop some bean seeds or something in there as well around them, and wait for that asparagus to start back moving. So I'm definitely going to drop some, I'm going to top off this bed with some more soil and some more nutrients. And next spring, it'll be right on back. My little beans that I planted some bean seeds. What did I plant? I think I did, I can't remember what bush bean variety I planted, but I put them in a little spinach container. They have already sprouted, and that was only a few days ago. So I was happy to see that. And I think I planted maybe like 13 seeds. So I might drop some of those in here also, just to have something going over here other than the basil. A little bit more to go, and she will be all pruned up. There's still some more down here. All right, she is pretty much all pruned up. Ooh, ooh, a pepper patch. That sounds amazing too. Okay, so when is your tour dropping? You know I'm gonna be off of here in a bit anyway, so whenever, I'm gonna watch it. Ooh, that is awesome. And you've been doing really good with your garden, Jamie. So if you guys are not connected with each other, please make sure to connect. You can drop your channel links by typing KAY. All right, that baby's going to continue to keep on going. So have her all pruned up now. And this is what I cut off. I'm going to go put this in my herb dryer in the shed. And when I come out here later on, or when all of them dry out, then I will place them in a paper bag and then just shake them. Make all them seeds come out. Because these are all the flowers that I cut off. So anyway, you guys, hold on. I'll leave you guys right here just for a second so I can go in the shed and put this in the herb dryer. It smells so good too. So good. Drop this in this little herb dryer here. I'm like, dang, do I even have any space in here? I got all kind of stuff in here. Got onions, garlic. I need to take my garlic out of there. Take it in the house, but it's still been doing good because it's in the shed, so it kind of stays nice and cool and dark in here, so. All right, so I popped them in there. Let them fly all the way out and get them seeds. Go back here and check out these beans. So I have my beans in this little container here. Let's see. See, they have already popped through. So not all of them though. I put about 13 seeds, so we're going to see. I see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 of them. Oh, 6, 7. I see about 7 of them, so we'll see if the other ones sprout. I'm going to set it right back over here because the sun really comes in good right here on this corner. So I'm just going to leave that right there. Let it continue. Check on my little palms back here. The flowers have opened up. Uh-oh. That's right. Thumbs up that live. Thank you, Jamie. So, yep, the flowers have opened up. Ooh. I did go ahead and hand pollinate. It was a lot of pollen coming from the open flowers, so I just let them kind of all touch each other. And we'll see what happens. So that'll be 4 palms, you guys. I am so happy. So they have opened up. I'm waiting for this baby to get going. This is the cherry, but it is more foliage that's coming in. So I am happy because all of this was just dying because it was so darn hot. The summertime just kicked its butt. So hopefully it'll get acclimated to this crazy weather and it'll do better next year. It'll probably do better over here next year anyway. We'll see. Otherwise, maybe I'll have to put some type of shade cloth above it or something. I don't know. But these apples over here are giving. I counted like 23 apples that are coming on last night. I had helped my cousin get her tower started. We went around on Friday, got all the stuff to get her green stock started. And there's some up here too. And when we got back, we came in the yard, and along this fence here, it was all crows just staring at us. I was like, oh my God, like what in the omen heck is this? You know, those crows are creepy to me. Ooh, you got a banana pup? Oh Lord, honey. Them things spread. All of these bananas started from one plant. So this is, let's see, I think it's one in there, but it's 2 babes. So that's 3. And then I see 2 babes coming in here, plus these big ones. And then all these banana plants right here. Oh, I need to turn off the light in the shed. I left it on. I think it's, yes, 2 babes coming in this one. Ugh, it's a bug on here. Sorry, y'all. It was on my phone. It had to go. And one right there. And then these big plants right here. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, and it's 2 babes in there. And that one right there has a babe. And it all started from Mama right here in the middle. Remember when I had them all in the whiskey barrel? I had Mama in the whiskey barrel, and then she started putting out pups, and it was like 9 of them, and I separated them all, and now they're all putting out pups. So this is what you're gonna be dealing with, Jamia. Tasharia. But hopefully, the good thing is that you are in Florida, so that's more of a tropical environment. And guess what? You might actually see those banana flowers like Miss Shawnee. You may actually see them, because, child, I ain't seen not now yet. And look, I've been following all her instructions, so I'm hoping that next spring that I will see something. I'm turning off the light in there. I will see something because I'm like, these plants have been here too long to not have no bananas. But I think the thing is that I always thought that I was overwatering them. And so I slowed up on the watering and had no idea. I should have been watering them more. So you see how nice they're looking. They always seem to have struggled before. Shawnee told me, oh no, you got to keep those plants wet. Now I'm sure when the weather cools down, I won't have to water them as much, obviously, because it's cool. But yeah, and they don't like the cold. So one year, my mama plant, when I first got those plants, I had put them out there. It was in the containers, and we had gotten down to, I think it was like 38 or 40 degrees, and it died off. She's standing by the door knocking. Hold on, lady. It had gotten down to like 38, 40 degrees, and my plant died all the way back. And I thought it was a goner, but actually it's not. It'll come back. You just have to fertilize it, prune all the dead stuff off of it, and it'll come back. But the next season, I use tree covers. So I don't know how I'm going to cover all these darn trees. I guess I'll have to get more covers if we get cold like that. But last winter I didn't cover them at all, and they did just fine. You're okay. Calm down. She want to get out of her run area. But yep, I'm like, that's a whole lot of trees to be covering. A couple of them were supposed to go to my son's place, but look, I feel bad taking those over there, and they spread the way these have. So yep, and then I put beans around them too. So, those are nitrogen fixers. I said, oh Lord. I said, they really gonna be taking off. But hopefully next spring I'll see something. We'll see. I do see people here that are getting bananas, but I usually see them like over, passing by. You see them over someone's fence or something. So I don't know if they're actually in a container or if they are in the ground. If they're in the ground, of course, they're going to take off like crazy. So I guess we shall see, y'all. So I did come out here yesterday. I dropped a little short this morning, but I came out here yesterday and harvested some collards and some okra. That okra is still coming in so quickly that it's hard to keep up. I have so much in the freezer, which is good because it's going to carry me through. I'm the only one that eats them, so it's going to carry me through to, all through spring. And then my uncle was getting a lot of okra, so he gave me some too. But you see all this okra coming in and all the ones at the top here? And it's on all these plants. Not as much on this one, but it's still some coming in. And I think that's like 6 plants over here. And I was just out here last night, and you see how quickly they grow? They were really small, and seemed like overnight they grow a few inches. So this one is tall, so there's still a bunch coming at the top of that one too. Fit Tay, what is going on? How are you? And look, my squash over here is still all male flowers. Goodness. That one probably ain't gonna make it, y'all. It ain't gonna make it. We'll see though. It's fall. It might do just fine. These collards right here, the purple collards, have more of a sweet taste to them, especially if you harvest them early in the morning when it's cool. And then, your blue collards, which are the green, they just have the the regular, I am good collard collard taste. I had to dust them all with DE last week because those caterpillar worms were eating them up, and they were not going to eat up all my babies. I have been gardening since 2014, so um, this did not all happen overnight. I promise you, it didn't. I started. I actually started growing over in that raised bed over, well, the flower bed over there where the okra is. I started my first garden over there, and everything had gotten so big, and it was like my first time growing. I said, oh no. So I went ahead and started putting them in containers, and that's how I started with containers. Um, and then from the containers, then I started. My garden looks like crap. Well, I appreciate you leaving your comment because you're helping the algorithm. Algorithm. Thank you. Anyway, so that's when I started with the raised beds over here, and that helped my grapes a lot because my grapes, um, yeah, they get very tall, Jamia, very tall, and so you can top them though. So if you top them, then they'll continue to grow. They'll just kind of bush out and they won't get as tall. So when they get to the height that you want, you can always thank you, Jamie. I was getting ready to do that. That's somebody that's bored, but I don't have no problem with them leaving their comments. Helps the algorithm. Keep leaving your negative comments. But yeah, and the papayas, they're starting to bush out, so I am happy with the way they're looking so far. We'll see if I actually get some Durham papaya. Your kids want to start a garden? Do it. Do it. Start small, like in some little containers, and just start with things that you guys eat. If you guys do herbs, do herbs. If you do lettuce, a small tomato, a cucumber, or something like that. But you know, you have to Google your grow zone and see what it is that you can grow in your area each season. So all you have to do is go to Google and type in grow zone 4, whatever your zip code is, and it'll tell you your grow zone. And once you figure out what your grow zone is, then you can Google things I can, plant in whatever grow zone. Yeah, if you're doing spinach, kale, peppers, this is a good, you can do peppers right now. Um, it is addicting. And you can do spinach and kale right now. Of course, you can do herbs all year round. Most herbs are perennial. Now, some of those basil plants and stuff, they do die off. I'm in California, and so pretty much I can grow all year round. Same with Jamia. I think they get colder over there where they are. But if things are in containers, you can always move them inside and, to save them from the cold. Or you can get roll covers, you can cover them up. So it's always a way to protect them and keep growing. And there's so many people on social media that are growing, especially in your grow zone, that you'll always find people in each grow zone that are growing things, and they'll let you know how to take care of things in each season. So, but anyway, y'all know I got to get off here and get ready for work. But I just wanted to hop on for a little bit, get a little bit of watch hours, prune up my little baby over here, and let these little girls out. They're just now, all of them are starting to come out now. But anyway, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye, y'all.